What is up, Killerkev here, and today back with a brand new episode of Skyrim Special Edition. Today we are going to be looking at yet another top 10 mods for the PlayStation 4 for the month of July 2019. We've already done one of these videos on the channel, so if you want to have a little look, click the link in the description. Should be the top one to have a little look for more PlayStation 4 mods for this month. Without further ado guys, let's just jump straight into the video. Transform ability follower. This one is going to be the Dwarven pack. We've already covered one of these on the channel before, but this one is coming in at 33.8 kilobytes of a download. Adds a follower with the ability to transform when starting the game. A spell named or called follower is added. Please use it, and the ability of this follower will work with using once upon using that particular spell. For me, I personally have had no interaction with the spells that come with this particular one. The follower is almost instantly teleported to you. This is via going my experience, and that follower will change within combat and also idle too, as you can tell on screen as well. But this one, such as random transformations as the Dwarven spider, the blister, loads of other different things with this particular one. It's absolutely crazy. I do believe there's 4 or 5 different transformations to do with the Dwarven ones. It pretty much covers all of the vanilla based Dwarven packs within the game. Obviously not something silly like a little Scuttlecrab, but you guys know what I mean. Spell becomes a lot stronger with the player listed as entailed. 1 to 29 is going to be a multiplier of 1. 30 to 49 is going to be a 1.3. 50 to 69 is a 1.5. 70 to 99 is a 1.8, and a level 100, which is going to go to a multiplier of 2. The Dwarven max level is going to be 1000 on this particular one, but I do believe the cap of this particular multiplier is only going to stay at level 100. Overall, a pretty interesting one. We have covered a previous one by the same mod author, but for this one, it's nice to see they're coming out with different variations of the packs. Epic Realistic Element Rings is going to be coming in at 57 kilobytes of a download. The mod author has done recently a realistic enchantment or element attached to the weapons within the game. They looked really cool indeed. Once again, this is done by Imperial Agent 1992, which covers all platforms, so you're pretty much going to be set from the go with all of this particular mod's author. But for this one, it actually is equipable via a ring, and the effects that you do get not only are on your weapons that you can get with a separate mod, but for this one that we are going to be covering is actually the enchantment for yourself. The rings are going to be in a chest. Set location is going to be on screen now. Very easy to get, but if you can't get it from this one, Imperial Agent does have their own YouTube channel with a full mod showcase to do with all of his mods that are out there on the site too. But for this one, you do get a fire ring, a frost ring, shock, darkness, and a soul ring to equip and have that effect with your character. I'm not too sure if it creates a different slot with this particular ring. I hope it doesn't take the main slot with the ring. That would be a little bit of annoying. Usually with sort of hoods or capes with different mods, they take sort of a negative slot that won't actually affect any of your actual stuff that you are wearing. So what I mean by that is I'm wearing a god ring within my game. I do not want my god ring to be switched out via one of these particular rings. I'd like this effect running in the background with my particular character. It'd be great for builds, or if you're using a set character such as a necromance, the darkness ring would be absolutely finesse. TLS No Sun FPS is coming in at 7.3 kilobytes of a download. The mod author is recently taking away from the light radius from the general atmosphere, and it has noticed there is going to be a frame rate sort of increase to do with this. The mod author is testing it around and should be round now about 60 FPS with uncapped for Xbox One X. Personally, I feel like you're never going to get 60 FPS on a console, let's be real ladies and gentlemen, especially as well with loads of other things going in conjunction. But I did know a slight difference between this. It doesn't actually completely remove or delete anything, it's just a smaller radius on the sun and the sunlight too, which is going to be absolutely beautiful. It's the lowest it can go without disabling it. So obviously with that bearing in mind, the sun is going to look a little bit more, should we say, sad in some sense to do with the radius around the image as it is coming up or going down or overall. But then again, most of us aren't actually staring directly in the sun. We're more focused on the battles and the journey that lies ahead within the game. Enhanced Riften is going to be coming in at 67.4 kilobytes of a download, which I do believe, touch black and wood at this current point in time, is going to be the lowest download size for something that is going to be an overhaul within a settlement. Adds a little bit more detail into Riften. This is not just your standard overhaul to do with Riften itself. Candles have been selectively placed around in alleys and pathways to give it a little bit more of a sort of a depth feel to the actual city. Obviously, as small details are spread outside of Riften, such as statues, flowers, and crates too. This is kind of like a JK mod in my opinion, but this one is obviously done by Imperial Agent 1992. Again, does all of these across all platforms, so if you are viewing this on any console, do not worry, you will be able to get it. Even PC users can pick this up if you do seem fit to grab this particular one. Again, if you want to see a full mod showcase of this particular mod by Imperial Agent or of any other particular of his mods, does have a YouTube channel which goes into a massive description of what they entail too. Again, I link that down in the description. Have a little look, check him out. He uploads pretty much daily on the site and within YouTube. It's baffling how he gets the time. Mythrin, a high elf mage follower and marriageable mate, coming in at a baffling 1.1 kilobytes of a download. Most of the night elves within the vanilla game are going to be extremely rude, not even marriageable throughout the game as well, but for this particular one it is all of the opposites to do with that. For this particular mage, you can find him stumbling around within the Windhold, and it's gladly going to be acceptance for you to embark on sort of your journey. Get him along with you, have a great time. This one is really cool. I love this particular mage. It's very nice to see. We don't usually see sort of mainly Nord followers or other different types like that. It's very strange that we do see sort of a high elf or even elves within the game as followers. But for this one, the basic ones of this is obviously going to be a male, an elemental battle mage. It's going to be the class. The max level of this follower is going to be 200. Marriageable, yes, follower, obviously. Equipment is going to be master robes of destruction and a steel dagger. Very minimalistic, but you guys can change that to whatever you want. And the spells for this one are going to be such as Wall of Flames, Wall of Frost, Wall of Storm, Greater Ward, Close Wounds, Paralyze, Iron Flesh, Icy Spear, Candlelight, and many more. Perks such as Stealth of 80, which is really good for a follower within that class. Adjust to Shock and Frost, Flame, all going to be 60, and Destruction Dual Cast is going to be there too, with a magic resist of 70. So pretty high stats and a sort of a nice acquirement of stats too for this particular Battle Mage follower. Overall, a really cool one to have a little look. Aesthetically too, this sort of particular follower does look really nice as well. Again, really beautiful download size and going to be on all platforms. Stormbreaker, coming in at 505.6 kilobytes of a download. Ahoy, there'll be a ship moaned off the north coast of Skyrim, and after breathing within the cap to do with the game, the cards are now up to you and belonging to you. This one is going to be your very own pirate ship, which is what I'm trying to say. Fully crewed, fully nav meshed, the crew quarters and captain quarters are no rest zones, meaning you can store as much booty as you want within there and nothing will happen to it. It will be staying there, no one will come and nick it, it won't reset. Usually with particular player homes, if you do want to call it this sort of particular thing, then if you put something in there or you take something, it automatically resets or deletes itself. Do not worry about that one. This is pretty much going to be your section alone on this particular one. The mod authors distinctly said that they will not update this mod or remove it due to the fact of that it's going to be homes and, you know, see what you can do. Savvy. Again, ending the description is very Pyresque, this particular description. And yeah, I think this is absolutely brilliant, this particular mod. It's nice to see that it is going to be a unique player home to be coming to the PlayStation 4. We've got a ton of unique player homes on sort of the Xbox One. But for this one, it's a new breath of fresh air. I do like it. I love pirate ships. I think they're absolutely cool. There's not enough player homes on the water. So for this one, it's a massive thumbs up from me. NPCs takes actions automatically. This one is coming in at 7.2 kilobytes of a download. NPCs around you will perform various actions. NPCs sometimes see different actions such as laughing, dancing and crying. there are 10 or more actions to be found within these unique NPCs that are scattered around the world. I think this is absolutely great. For me personally, this kind of really does remind me of the old school days of Fable, the actual game within there. Some of the NPCs would react to maybe sort of your status or status, depends how you want to call it. Maybe if you were an evil character, they would cower away, they would run away, they'd scream due to the presence of your particular sort of not faction, but how you would perceive yourself within that game. It kind of reminds me of that. If you do want to see NPCs dance during conversations, do not equip anything with this particular one. This action will be off if you do not equip anything to your right hand. I personally find it funny. I mean, imagine an NPC dancing to you as in mid-conversation. That is hilarious on its own. Definitely worth grabbing for that insanely low download size. Mage, a Mudcrab follower, coming in at 27.7 kilobytes of a download. Added a Mage Mudcrab follower. Mage Mudcrab uses magical spells when starting the game. A summoning spell called Follower is added. Please use it, and once again, this one is going to be from Jacko on the Bethesda Night website. I say O so many times as I do believe there is going to be 5 or 6 O's within this mod author's name. I do like pronouncing it quite fruity. Why not? But for this particular one, I didn't actually use the spell at all. With all of the other particular sort of monster or follower packs that this mod author has brought out on the website, pretty much wait around and this sort of follower is ready to go. For this particular one, the unique abilities is going to be cast spells automatically. The Mudcrab has a mind of its own. Mudcrab powers up as the health decreases too. So the lower the HP, the more overpowered this bad boy is going to get. This particular Mudcrab becomes stronger as the player's level rises, such as the 1 to 29, which is going to be a multiplier of 1. 30 to 49 is going to be a 1.3 multiplier. 50 to 69 is going to be a 1.5. 70 to 99 is going to be a 1.8. And 100 plus is going to be a multiplier of 2 times. The Mudcrab level max is going to be set at 1000, but I do believe the multiplier is going to be set cap to 100. Guys, I love Mudcrabs. I think they're funny. There's loads of other different Mudcrab mods out there too that have been covered, but this one is definitely going to be a new and interesting one. One as a follower, especially as a mage too. I wouldn't mind seeing this little fella maybe with a little wizard hat. That would definitely tip it over the edge. Scroll damage increase. This one is going to be coming in at 1.1 kilobytes of a download. Increases the damage of scrolls to absolutely beautiful levels. For this one, it includes magic scrolls and magic. With this particular one, damage increased by scrolls is going to be tripled. The effect also applies within the scrolls that you already have. So if you do go out and pick some more up, again, it's going to be triple damage, and the ones you currently have on your inventory are going to be triple damage as well. This is absolutely beautiful. My demonstration of this one wasn't really that viable with this particular clip. I was summoning the scroll spiders. Again, they did actually do quite a bit of damage in comparison to what they would do in vanilla. I don't really use these sort of spiders in vanilla based games as they are a little bit pants, but with this particular mod, kicking out and pumping out that triple damage, it's definitely worth picking up scrolls via the game, guys. Epic Enhanced Morthal is going to be coming at 233.5 kilobytes of a download. This is going to be the epic version of Morthal. Last time the mod author made this particular one was adding a few different things here and there, but now has made sort of like a fully established compound, to be totally honest. It looks absolutely gorgeous. It makes it bigger, it has a wall around it as too, has loads of aesthetics such as campfire, towers, to do with certain different areas that you wouldn't expect it from too. Basically added a castle surrounding this particular city, almost similar to what Solitude would have within the vanilla based game. It does look really, really awesome. The mod authors kind of inspired it off the city from the Shadow of Mordor. If you guys can see the resemblance, let me know down in the comment section below. I personally just like this just for the aesthetic point of view, as the high walls around this looking absolutely beautiful. It is a ton of exploration within this particular mod. Again, for such an incredibly low download size of only 233.5 kilobytes of a download, I really do hope the mod author does this with other different settlements, as that would be absolutely kick-ass. This is really great, not only for the visual, but for that download size too. So guys, that's the end of this video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you did, I'd very much appreciate a like on the video. Let me know down in the comment section below if you'll be grabbing any of these particular PlayStation 4 mods that we did cover within this video. As I said before, if you want more PlayStation 4 content, go and check out the other video, and as well click that little subscribe button, as we will be doing plenty more on the channel. But until the next one guys, Killerkev here, and Killerkev out.